Hey everyone, this is Live with Lashley. So today we're doing the episode from the house here today. I was super busy today. I had to train a lot of people, couldn't get it done at the gym. So we're doing it today, and we have something really awesome we're talking about. We're talking about goals today. So everyone should have goals, regardless of what you're doing or what you're trying to do, what you're looking to try to do in the future. You need to have a goal, something you're trying to look forward to, something you're trying to reach out and do. Because if you don't have goals, you're going to be misguided with what you're trying to do. Because everyone should have set steps or have something they're trying to look to achieve and wanting to do. So, as that says, there's a good way to set goals and there's a bad way to set goals. So a lot of people, especially in schools now, they're teaching the SMART goal method, where you're supposed to be specific, measurable, agreed upon or assessed right, or a good assessment, and realistic and time-based. So I like all these steps, and when you're using this to set up your goals should be specific, they should be measurable, they should be attainable, and they should be realistic and time-based. And I think what a lot of people do where they get messed up is, and they're setting goals and they're setting them based on time. I think a lot of people set goals too long or too far apart. The best success I've had with setting up my goals is where you set them in 3-month increments or shorter increments. And yeah, you have an idea or something you want to do 10 years from now. I want to, have this or do that or have all these things. But realistically, how you're going to get there is by chunks of time up until that point. So, because if you're not concerned about what's happening right now and tomorrow, how are you going to achieve something in 10 years if you're not even concerned about what you're doing today and tomorrow? And yesterday doesn't even matter to me, because regardless of what you did yesterday, it doesn't matter. What matters is that we're doing something right now, today. So, really quick, I'll just run through SMART goals. The first step, being specific. So a lot of people, I think, mess this up too. So if I say I want to get stronger, before I even touch on this, I have something else that I like to do. I have different categories I set goals in. So I think a lot of people leave this out. They set goals, but then they don't have things set in categories to do. So what I'll literally do is I'll have my physical goals, which are, how do I get stronger? Increasing my bench press, doing something physical. Then I'll have professional goals. So that means maybe if you're a salesman and you're selling cars, the month of February, I want to sell 3 cars this month. 3 Ford cars, 3 Chevy cars, whatever you're trying to do. So I think it's very important that you be specific of what you're trying to do. And so it's just, try to be specific. So don't be too broad. Hey, I want to get stronger. Well, why don't we do this? I want to get my bench press to 300 pounds by April the 3rd. And that would be a more specific, realistic goal for you to achieve, instead of saying, hey, I just want to get stronger. There's no time frame, there's no nothing on it. So the next one is measurable, which kind of goes with specific. You got to measure everything you're doing in life. It's good to measure stuff. It puts pressure on you to get things done. Like, for instance, we're measured by, because one day everybody in this earth is going to die. So we have so many years to do things we want to do, or spend time with our family or friends and everything, because one day everybody's not going to be here. You're not going to be here. So it's important that time pressures us and makes us work harder and get closer to things we want to do. So something to be measurable is, like I was using the reference to the bench press, that, hey, I want to get my bench press stronger. Well, I'm going to get my bench press up by 5 pounds within 2 weeks would be a very measurable goal. The last one is attainable. And I kind of I've mixed opinions on attainable, because some people will say, all right, I want to get my bench press up 200 pounds in the next month. But I say that's not necessarily always a bad thing to set something too high, because at least what's going to happen is you're going to reach and work extra hard to get there. And, maybe you fall 5 or 10 pounds or even 50 pounds shorter, but you've reached and gained so much more than if you were to set your goal too low. So that's something to keep in mind. Realistic, really realistic and attainable, kind of go in the same hand to hand, same thing I just said. Setting something that, I think you should reach above and beyond when you're trying to set goals, because you should really push yourself to be better. And the last one is time based. So make sure you're setting a time, and it's timely to what you're trying to achieve. So, which I think, whatever you should do, a good hint to really push yourself and make yourself better. Let's say you want to write a book, right? Let's say I want to write a book about how to bake cakes in the next 12 months. So what I want to challenge you to do is try to take that goal, whatever it is, and chop it in half and try to achieve something in half the time. Because most of the time when you press yourself, you're going to get a lot more done. But normally, if you were to give yourself that 12 months, realistically, you can probably get that crap done in about 6 months. So, and like I said too, I think setting shorter, more attainable goals are gonna make you more successful and help you get to where you want to be. So setting 1 month, 2 month, 3 month. I really love 3 month blocks for setting goals. That's something I changed here in 2017. When I'm sitting down and setting my goals, I do all 3 month blocks. So, which comes out to be, 4 times you'll sit down and set goals in a whole entire year, and really let you evaluate and assess where you are in your life and what you're trying to do. So that's pretty much it for the live with Lashley. I just want to give a real quick talk about goals, and you should set them, because if you're not measuring what you're doing and where you're at in life, then it's going to be hard to tell if you're being successful, if you're getting better. Because every single day in your entire life, you should be better. You should be better than yesterday. And if you're not better than yesterday, then you need to change something, because everyone should always be getting better. You're never going to be perfect. Nothing's ever going to be perfect, but it should be better than yesterday. So the last thing I'm going to leave you with is by Bo Jackson, the great Bo Jackson. Set your goals high and don't stop till you get there, brother. So have a good day. Let's kill it. We have like a couple more days left here in the week. So let's set some goals. Let's get them. And have a good night, everybody.